Well, everyone, I'm going to be honest with you. I like the game, but I'm getting disappointed because I was hoping making it a daytime stream, it would do better. It's doing worse. How can I continuously play it if people don't support the streams? I can't. But this is one of the least supported streams I've done in a long time. Quite frankly, I don't even know what we're going to do with this game because this game is very lengthy. We're not even halfway done. And support has already completely fallen off. And keep it as a daytime stream. Right now, I'm debating I might have to bring it back as a night stream because it didn't do well today. Which sucks because we're not even halfway through the game. Like, Symphony of the Night is pretty long for a PS1 game. Well, so Mac 360 did our first contribution of the day. And it's just nonsensical. I'll read it. So Mac 360, thanks for $5. I'll get it on the leaderboard and I'll see what he said here. But it doesn't even make sense what he's saying. So Mac 360 did a $5 super chat and says, Phil, I'm convinced you hate every single game out there and you resort to easy mode so you don't embarrass yourself. Good creator if more transparent. I publicly show everyone what difficulty I play games on. Like literally every single game that I play, I show you when I'm booting it up. And you see what difficulty I'm playing on. And I don't always play on normal. I always either play on normal or hard. I never play on easy. I mean, notably recently, like, I'm trying to think of what games recently I played that had that setting. Mouse PI for Hire we were playing was too easy, and I put it on hard. We played it on Super Sleuth. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, I could understand if, like, I booted... every playthrough I started in the middle of the game, I literally boot the game and show you the options as I start my first video of any game. And I show you the difficulty I select, and it's never easy. So you must be living in some kind of a parallel dimension. Like, I appreciate your support, but literally you have no idea what you're talking about and you've just publicly embarrassed yourself. Sorry. It's a hot topic in gaming right now. It originated 2 days ago during the Sony State of Play broadcast, where Sony Santa Monica Studios debuted a game that absolutely no one was expecting them to debut. The name of the game is God of War Lao Fei. You might say, what in the hell is a Lao Fei? Well, apparently Lao Fei is the full name of Kratos' wife from the God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok series of games. So how the heck could they be making a game based around Fei? Well, it's because apparently the plot is that when Fei died, she was sucked into an afterlife world of the gods that's not supposed to be where she goes when she's supposed to die. She's been engaged in this crazy never-ending fight where she's beating up demons and gods from other dimensions and lore and religions. So, for example, there's like the Mongolian god of war is there, and she's fighting against him and stuff like that. How on earth this makes any sense to any of the lore that we know up to now, I don't know. Because obviously we won't really know until the game is out. You may not be aware of this, but people have deep dived into just the preview that they showed of Lao Fei and have found a scene where Fei is like in danger and all of a sudden Kratos appears with his arm outstretched at Fei to try to save her. So basically what they're surmising, if you line up those two scenes of that fight from God of War Ragnarok with God of War Lao Fei, that it's the same scene. Kratos literally dies and in the afterlife sees Fei, he grabs her and saves her and then gets sucked back to the world of the living again. However, you may not be aware of this, but in the last 2 days that this game was announced, there have been incredible amounts of uproar and controversy and anger and vitriol from the gaming community on the internet. Why? Why on earth would Lao Fei piss people off so badly? But some of the other criticisms that I've seen, I think are kind of nonsensical. Okay, first off, people are like, oh, so Sony Santa Monica went woke. You see, the game is so man-focused, and now everything has to go woke, so they've decided to make a game with no men. I just don't get that. I don't see that. But I guess some people at this point in 2026, if there's a single game about a woman, it's like, well, it's woke.
I have friends of every race, creed, and sexual denomination. I always have and I always will. I'm completely open-minded.
Now, some people are also looking at the game and saying the combat looks like it's not God of War. Except if you actually look at the combat, I would argue that the combat in this game is more God of War than the last two games because this game actually has air juggles. This game has complex combos. This game has multiple weapons and things that you apparently can implement and switch between. Like, you have a regular sword, but then it becomes like these ribbons that do crazy combos. You have the ability to suck the soul out of an enemy and then toss the soul into other enemies, and it creates a big explosive combo. That's kind of similar to old school God of War. Now, where people might have a point is that not only is the game about Faye fighting for her life in the afterlife, but there are going to be side characters, and already people are complaining. Like, for example, there's this cube that's going to be played by one of the main actors from The Boys. And apparently the cube is meant to be comic relief. He's going to be bouncing enemies around with gelatinous combos and making one-liners and quips. You might say, what, they can't just make a serious game? A plot that actually is, like, heavy? But, for the most part, from what we've been presented, which has been a lot, they did show a lot of information about this game during Sony's State of Play. I don't understand the uproar. To me, the game looks pretty good. I could be wrong. We could all be wrong here. But from what I saw, it looks like it could be a pretty solid game. The gameplay, when it comes to the combat, actually looks really good. I received a $2 tip, and this person says, I'm starting to get sick of every game getting accused of being woke. So there are games out there with female leads that people don't have issue with, but it's only because the female leads are hypersexualized. So that's okay. Oh, man. All these games with women in them are horrible. Oh, wait, I'm playing Stellar Blade, and it's a, Korean woman with her boobs hanging out. Oh, this is great. I love it. This isn't woke. Oh, wait, here's a game with a normal woman. Woke. What it is you've got a group of internet grifters who have now brainwashed a community of people to follow them whenever they turn out their they have their pipes. They're Pied Pipers of these people, right? And they go, here we go again. And then everyone says, oh, charge. It's woke. It's woke. And then they got all this uproar. And they get clickbait and engagement bait and views, and they make money on it. Big Mac did a $2 super chat. He says, Professor Snape is now black in the new Harry Potter. So, if you have established lore, now you're doing the same thing twice. It's boring. But now we're going to change it instead. We're going to do everything. So now Snape is black. Yeah, but now you've changed the lore, and now everyone's pissed at you because it looks like you are essentially trying to make it more of a diverse cast just for the sake of making it more diverse. So now you piss people off. So how about this? Don't fucking redo Harry Potter. We have the movies. They're great. They're still watched like crazy to this day. They still make tons of money. Stop fucking trying to redo things that are already done and are great. Zylvania did a $5 super chat. He says, do you think there's an agenda trend? Kratos is being replaced. Joel is replaced. Jin Sakai is replaced. Gerald is being replaced. What do you think? Kratos is not being replaced. They're just making a game that Kratos isn't the main character, but he'll be back. Well, they decided to make the series more than just that. And they said, now he's matured. He's a dad. He's grown up. He's different now. And, oh, hold on one second. Excuse me. Okay, I'm not interested. Go fuck yourself. Very nice. Thank you. And I'll shout that out in a sec. So in God of War 2018, they said, Kratos has grown up. He's matured. He's learned from his mistakes. I got another $2 tip. When a YouTuber tailors their content on being anti-woke, and that's how they get their revenue, they'll now automatically need everything to be woke or else the money stops. What happens if they have no videos to make that week, and people need to be aware of that? Exactly. 100% culture war grifting is insanely prominent. I mean, side scrollers literally changed their entire format of their show from being a video game pop culture themed show that flopped and failed because no one cared about Stuttering Craig talking about video games when he's insanely out of touch about them. And he turned it into a right-wing culture wars grifting show. That, I honestly was jealous of that. We even talked about the quartering recently. That was his whole shtick. Culture wars grifting. You gotta say everything's woke. You gotta say everything. Oh, SJW's left, right, up, and down. So you have something to attack this week so you'll get views and make money. Typical Average Gamers did a $5 super chat and says, what's your thoughts on Bungie stopping development for Destiny and focus on Marathon? Have you seen the Pokemon X One Piece collab for cards? I didn't see that collab, no. What's my thoughts on them stopping development for Destiny? I mean, you want my opinion? The opinion is they should have stopped development on Destiny a long time ago, and they should have made another game. But it shouldn't have been Marathon, because Marathon is literally the same game again. Bungie literally has made the same game for the last 20-some years, 30 years actually. It's Halo. They made Halo, then they made Halo, then they made Halo, Halo, and Halo, and Halo. Then they sold Halo, and then they made Destiny, which is also Halo. Okay, and then they made Destiny 2, which is Halo. And then Destiny 2 started to die, so they made a new game that's an extraction shooter. They named it Marathon, but it's Halo. Like, they still haven't made a new game. Maybe what they should do is actually get some fucking talent, okay? And then use that talent to make an actual really new game that people want to play, rather than just making another iteration of Halo. But the problem is, I don't think they can do that because I don't think they have any talent. They have talent to make one game, Halo.
I just gotta say, all you people on YouTube better fucking look out, because now you got someone who actually has time, effort, talent, and I'm gonna put it towards this, and if it works out, you're in trouble.
Halo, Destiny, and Marathon are literally the same game. They all have exactly the same elements in them, the same kind of systems. The difference is the gameplay loop. So Halo is a either first-person single-player shooter or a competitive multiplayer shooter. Destiny is exactly the same elements, only now it's an MMO with that level of interaction and looting and things like that, but it's still the same fucking game. Marathon is literally the same game a third time, but now they turned it into an extraction shooter, but it's the same fucking game. Prove it. If you think that they're so unique and different, prove it. Show me how different these games are, how they're so completely different that if you're good at Halo, you can't just jump right into Destiny, or if you've played Destiny, you can't just jump right into Marathon. Now, admittedly, there's different levels of difficulty, but they're the same fucking game. All they do is they tweak little things in the interface and the UI and the elements of how to play them to make them different genres of the same fucking game. Yes, I played Destiny. I played through the entirety of the first Destiny, and I did co-op for the whole second Destiny. I played both games. I did play Marathon. Yes, I did all this. We played Marathon earlier this year, remember? We played it. It wasn't good. It's way too hard of a game to play solo. It's definitely a game that's catered towards having a team to cover and revive each other. Without that, it's insanely difficult. But it was just not inspired at all. It felt like any other extraction shooter, except it was first person and played like Halo, but it was still an extraction shooter that had all the same elements as, say, Arc Raiders and others. P. Manning, you're officially an idiot. Don't come back. People are so dumb, I swear. You want to say what I said is wrong? I say, okay, we'll prove it. Give me evidence. And then he's like a mouth drooler. Duh, you think that all first-person shooters are Halo? No, stupid. Get the fuck out. You're so dumb. Like, why would I even waste my breath on you? All right. Yeah, exactly. Is Pokemon canceled? Yes, apparently so. Because no one has contributed to open a pack of Pokemon cards, so therefore no Pokemon openings on this show. Very unfortunate, because I was ready. Also, there's no flexing. I only got to flex once during this show. What's going on? No flexing. I even wore a nice t-shirt to flex and show off, and only one flex. What is going on? That's why you have all these simping people who throw money at people working out online and shit, and I don't want people simping in that way towards me. I'm a married man. Okay, so everybody, here's the deal. I'm enjoying the game. We have 2 more hours of gameplay coming. I'm going to take about a 10-minute break right now. But guys, please support the game. Right now, as you can see, we're at $46 of support with 2 hours left of gameplay. But I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, that's pretty slow. Obviously, I was hoping for it to be a better stream. For a $50 contribution at the end of the stream, I'll open up a pack of Pokemon cards. I'm not saying that we have to do that. It's just a thing that I'm doing now. But it would be great to get support for the classics. So let's get some support. Let's get our first, well, I guess this would be our second sub of the day. Let's get some more kicks on kick. How about a tip? You know, right now, our biggest tip is $1.50. So let's get some support, all right? Seriously, I love this game. It's awesome. But I do need people to support the game. So hopefully you will. All right, when I come back, I would love to have some shout-outs to do. Okay, guys, thanks. I'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for more Castlevania. I hope that you guys are enjoying. Again, if you are, I would ask if you could engage and support the content. Number 1, like the stream if you're watching it on YouTube. Number 2, please support it in some way, whether it's a super chat, a super sticker, and a membership on YouTube. Whether it's a sub or some kicks over on Kick or maybe a tip via PayPal. All would be appreciated. As you can see, we got 2 hours left. We're at $46. Obviously, I'd like to do better than that. I wanted to make this a daytime stream and get a lot of progress in it today. I would like to play through the whole game, but we got the whole Upside Down Castle coming, right? And I need to know that people are going to, you know, hang out and engage and support. And please, if you can, support in some way. All right? Remember, for a $50 contribution, I will open a pack of Pokemon cards at the end of the stream. Not that that's related to anything we're doing today. It's just something that I offer. So please support if you can. Let's go. I'd love to do some shout-outs for you. And let's continue. Here we are. You guys said it was obnoxious? Done. eliminated. No more begging. Done. Desync, thank you for telling me. We got an audio desync. Let's fix it. So, see, here's the thing. I actually found out what causes it. Most games and or my PC feed and everything, okay, is recording at a certain audio hertz, but for some reason, PlayStation outputs a different audio hertz.
You have no idea what you're talking about, so you should shut up.
So I'm recording and broadcasting at a 48 kilohertz sample rate. For some reason, the PlayStation 5 outputs at like 44 point something. Now, I could set my OBS to do that, but what might happen is that might desync my audio when I play on PC. So it's like, unless I remember to change the hertz of audio when I'm going between PlayStation and PC. So instead, you guys tell me when it desyncs, I'll fix it. Okay? And it may desync every once in a while. It's annoying. Sorry about that. Thank you, Harry, for $2. And he says, why are 10-minute breaks always 20? Because it depends on what I'm doing. Like in this particular case, my wife and I, we're going to go on a quick walk.
My wife looks like a horse.
And she wasn't ready. So I ran around the house. I did a whole bunch of stuff around the house. Had some coffee. And then she was ready. And then we went on our walk. So that's why the break took a little bit longer than usual. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes. It all depends. Okay? Well, everyone, I'm going to be honest with you. I like the game, but I'm getting disappointed because I was hoping making it a daytime stream it would do better. It's doing worse. We're doing far worse today when it comes to support than we have the last 2 times I played the game. And this is a very long game, right? Like, we didn't even get halfway through yet. You have to get to the inverted castle and then do it all again. It's not looking good. It sucks. I like the game, but how can I continuously play it if people don't support the streams? I can't.
I'm enjoying myself, but I'm probably not going to be playing this long term if people don't support the streams. Just being honest.
I want to keep playing it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I mean, I'm not even kidding when I tell you, since I've been playing the game, I've gotten, let's see, $17 of support since I started playing the game. And I've been playing it for almost 2 hours. It seems like these days all my support is coming in during the podcasts and morning shows. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I like the game. I love these classics. People have always asked me to play this. So if you do like this game and you want to see me continue it and keep going and do the full run, please support it. No, all right, I am going to 100% agree with Jaden. He goes, I can't believe people would come by and donate multiple $50 donations when Phil was playing Sorrows, but not this. This is way better, please. I 100% agree with you. But I think what it is different audiences. Like, certain people want to see the classics. Certain people want to see new games. And there may not be crossover. And there's not much I can really do about that. I'm upset. I'm upset. Something I ordered got delayed. I'm very upset. I ordered something specifically for today. It got delayed, and I'm not getting it today. What was it? I got new workout gloves because when I first started lifting weights last year, I bought these gloves that were more catered towards, like, using a weight machine. So they weren't really good enough to do the free weights. And my hands, they actually wore out fast, and they started hurting my hands. I ended up buying heavier gloves for actually free weights, and those have been good. But now that I'm using the weight machine, those gloves don't really work properly anymore. You need more of like a softer padded thing to do the weight machine. And the gloves I have are too thick and have like a double strap. So I ordered more gloves. Now, sadly, they're delayed. They were supposed to come today, and they're delayed. I'm very upset. Remember back when we were all fucking cavemen, and we had to actually struggle to survive? And we had to knock 2 rocks together to start a fire to actually fucking have a cooking meal for the day. And we had to go hunt and gather to survive. That was fucking living. Okay, hold on. I'm going to check right now on this because it got delayed. It pisses me off. What is this delay? I don't know what this bullshit is. Package delayed in transit. That's all it says. Fucking assholes.
When you grow up, and I mean this too, people really should listen to this. When you grow up and you truly become an adult and you become mature, and it's not about age, it's about mental maturity, okay? When you become mentally mature, you will understand something. You cannot have instant gratification for every single thing in your life.
All right, guys, so this is the final hour of the stream for today. I've had a great time. I really like the game, but this is one of the least supported streams I've done in a long, 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 long time. Okay? I don't know why. I'm shocked. Like people are saying, I'm shocked that Soros has done better than this. We had 007 streams that did better than this. Please support it if you want to see me keep going. We're not even halfway through the game, and already there's no support for it. That's awful. All right, so please support the stream. Let's go. Let's get some super chats, memberships, kicks, subs, and tips right now. Let's get support for the classic Symphony of the Night so I can keep it in the rotation and play it, all right?
The whole myth of the wage quit is just that, a myth. I don't quit games based on income.
Oh, come on! I got fucked. I don't even know where I saved. I got fucked because you don't know when you're missed when you turn to human where you're gonna land. I got fucked completely because if you don't experiment, you would never know where you're gonna dematerialize, turn back into the person and land. So I was slightly to the left and I got completely fucked by it because this game has infinite comboing hits, which I think is annoying. Like there should be like hit, what's it called? Hit stun recovery, where once you land or once you get hit, you don't infinitely just keep getting hit. But that's very frustrating that you just get hit, and you can't do anything. Infinite combo. Dude, I cannot get past that crow. It hits you no matter what because of its weird hit art. Rumpelstiltskin, you literally haven't supported at all, so I think you should stop talking about support now. How about that? Unless you're actually going to support the stream, don't talk about it ever. See, it happened again. It's bullshit. You don't know when you're missed where you're gonna land. What the fuck? How does the door open? This is bullshit. So you can't do it because you need to be able to open the door. How do you do that shit? Must be some item you don't have. What the hell? Guys, we got a half hour left on this stream of Symphony of the Night. I love the game, but I don't know what happened today with support. It's very, very slow. So we're not doing any card pack openings. And quite frankly, I don't even know what we're going to do with this game because this game is very lengthy. We're not even halfway done. And support has already completely fallen off. This sucks. Because I want to play it, but maybe we can't. What's happening right now is literally what used to happen when I played a Metroidvania. No lie. And this is why for the longest time, I wasn't able to play Metroidvanias. And then for some reason, when I played Hollow Knight and Silksong, people showed up for them and supported them. For some reason, this game, no one really is, and that sucks. Well, John just did a whopping $50 super chat and says, keep the game alive. It's a classic PS1 game card pack now on the stream. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You supported and you asked for it. Thank you for a whopping $50 super chat, John. Now we're up to 114 bucks of support, so thank you. I appreciate that. I have to bust my ass to get that living. You see, I don't have anyone who's kissing my butt, sending me ridiculous amounts of money for no reason. I have to actually earn it. Let's go. Let's rally. We have a half an hour left. Let's rally. Let's get more people supporting the classics. I want to keep this in a rotation. I honestly wanted to keep this as a daytime stream moving forward because I know it's a long game. Let's go. Let's get more support for Symphony of the Night. Let's do another pack. Why not? We're already doing one pack. Let's do 2 packs. Let's get someone else to support and get 2 packs. Harry Henderson, thanks for $2. He says, $20 pack doubles your money. Why 50? That's not even true. This new box that I'm opening is so expensive that even if I charge $20 for a pack, it's not doubling. It's like so expensive. You have no clue. You have no concept. All right, so now we got a troll doing a $2 Australian super chat. I'm not going to read it at all. I'm just going to say thanks for the buck. I ignore your nonsense. There we go. I paid way more for this box, plus I paid for tax and expedited shipping. So I ended up paying quite a lot of money for this box of cards that we're currently opening. Because he's fucking dented. Do you hold triangle? How does this work? This is stupid. Why did they make it like that? This is my one gripe with the game is infinite hit stun. If you ever make a mistake doing this stuff, you have to do it over again because you can't recover from the hit. That's incredibly stupid. Because the thing is, everyone's going to make a mistake. You're not going to do it perfect on the first try. You're going to try to figure it out. So why make me have to come back from the save room? That's actually dumb. That is actually my only gripe with the game right now is the infinite hit nonsense and no recovery. You know what I mean? Is infinite hit stun? That's really dumb. I don't know why they made it like that. Outside of that, outstanding game. I can't even attack right now. Stream, we're now going to open a pack of Pokemon cards, and that's the stream. If I do get a $50 contribution, I'll open 2, and that would be amazing to support this game and keep it as a daytime stream. Right now, I'm debating I might have to bring it back as a night stream because it didn't do well today. If it wasn't for John and his big $50 super chat, it would have actually been a pretty, slow stream. And that sucks. We made so much progress. I had so much fun playing it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. These games are doing well, and now the games don't do well. Like, huh? Like, how does that even happen when it's been doing well up to now? It sucks. Just like last summer, I was confused, and I'm still confused. Thank you to John for your big support today. Time for our unpacking. Let's see what we get. Got this one yesterday. All dupes. Brambleghast. Again, tons of dupes. So our 3 rarer cards first should be a reverse holo. It is. It's a reverse holo Moltres. I already have Moltres. Okay, this next one should be another reverse holo. Reverse holo Dugong. This should be our hit of the pack. This should be hopefully a good one. Let's find out, everyone. Here we go. A full holo Reshiram. I already have it. So, nothing. A few new single cards, and that is it. Sadly, nothing of real significance. That sucked. Yeah, not good at all. Basically, not good at all. Kind of a dud pack.
That's not fair.
So I did get 3 new cards, but 100 dupes. Like, so many dupes at this point. Which is crazy, because we're only 8. I guess this would be pack number 9 out of the box. So we're a 4th into the cards in the box, and we got a ridiculous amount of duplicates. Like, I don't know why we got so many. Thank you to John.
Hello, I'm John.
For the big support and allowing us to do a pack opening. And, I got to think about what to do about Symphony of the Night. Tonight was, sadly, not expected. Like I said, the last 2 times we played it actually did well. People showed up and supported. And it wasn't like one person throwing a Hail Mary giant contribution either. So, I'm honestly not sure. It's hard to tell these days what's going to happen. I mean, same thing happened with Lego Batman. We were doing really good with Lego Batman for a while. And then that died down. And now it seems like Symphony of the Night, the same thing's happening. Which sucks because we're not even halfway through the game. Like, Symphony of the Night is pretty long for a PS1 game. Another rage quit. Another wage quit.